Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jack Billings, and I'm the CEO and founder of shedknives. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some tangible steps on how you can better both the knife and outdoor community. So, before I get into that, I ask a question in every video, and today's question is, what are you carrying? So I have two knives today. One of them is a folder. This is my Cold Steel Spartan. You'll notice I've been carrying this in the past few videos. It's just nice. It's a nice knife, nice size. You'll notice I like larger knives. I make larger fixed blades, so this one's pretty cool. So shout out Lynn Thompson. I know he doesn't own Cold Steel anymore, but still, really cool guy behind the Spartan. Then the next one, this is not something I'm technically carrying, but someone else is about to carry this. This is the 2023 shedknives US Tonto in 154 cm steel. Can't really see it, it's in blue masking tape. This is because I'm finishing up the Kydex sheath on this one, which will be headed into the mail shortly. So thank you very much for your support, for your order, and if you want to pick one of these up for yourself, you can go to shedknives.com and check them out. So anyways, the goal for today's video, like I said, is for you to leave with tangible steps to better the knife community and to better the outdoor community, and you're going to better yourself as well. Point number one is understand that everyone will not understand. Pretty simple concept, but don't confuse simple with easy. This is more a mental one because understand that not everyone will get your position on a subject. Like for example, the whole Joe X situation definitely had a few people who didn't quite understand what I was trying to say with a few points. So there was a little confusion, there was a little just stuff like that. So understand that everyone will have different perspectives. Some of them will agree, some of them will not. And just understand that, hey, maybe I didn't word this the best. Maybe they just misinterpreted what I was saying. And you just have to understand that. And if you're going to respond to their comment, to their video, to whatever, just make sure you do so in a respectful and kind manner, because you never know what these people are going through, where they got this information, so just take everything with a grain of salt. Number two is a fairly simple one, and that is comment under a knife review, a knife page. Just comment under somebody's post. Just by doing something like that, it could make someone's day. So find someone out there you admire, find some knives you admire, and just comment, because that's always helpful. Number three, get into the outdoors with your knife and gear, then take some photos. And sure, getting out into the outdoors is fantastic. Getting your knife outside, practicing bushcraft skills, that's the core of it. Getting outside to practice skills, to reconnect with nature. I mean, everything we do is really a disconnect from nature. Talking to this camera is a disconnect from nature. So do things to get yourself outside. You'll notice I've been in the shop a lot recently. It's because I have a lot of knives to do, and also something about Delaware. Maybe it's just like this everywhere, but when it is cold, my goodness, here in Delaware it is just always windy. I don't know if there's a connection, but it's just been extremely windy and you wouldn't be able to hear me. But taking photos while you do that stuff, that way you can kind of share with the knife community and say, hey, here's what I did, check this out, what do you think, what are your thoughts? And that way you can contribute to the online knife community as well. Who knows, you might give someone some ideas on what to do. Moving on to the next point, ask a friend or family member to join you on an outdoor venture, whether that's a hiking trip, a weekend trip, or a week camping trip. Just basically ask someone you know to join you on an outdoor trip. It can be as simple or as extravagant as you want, but encourage those around you to get outside. And sometimes all people need is an invitation to go do something. And it can be a little intimidating because the outdoors can be a little scary at times, depending on your experience, especially for people who are not experienced with the outdoors. It can be absolutely frightening, but for us more experienced outdoor individuals, it's fun, it's cool. So sometimes people just need a little, I guess you could say, guidance or someone to lead them in the outdoors. So you can be that person. So ask a friend, ask a family member to join you and go from there. Then last few points, find a knife community and ask questions. I like to ask questions because I can learn stuff, you can learn stuff, and it also gives you an opportunity to contribute. Now, the Shedknives knife community has a variety of platforms. Reddit is my newest platform, so you can go post your own photos on there, you can do your own stuff. I am looking at starting a Shedknives forum connected to shedknives.com. So that is in the works. I want to get that going sometime this year. And yeah, I got a lot of plans for this year, but a Shedknives forum is one of them. But in the meantime, YouTube, for example, I have community posts. You can go comment, ask questions, talk under there. But go find a knife community. Shedknives is on over 10 platforms. I believe I'm at 13 now. And you can find tons of outdoor individuals there, or at least knife enthusiasts there, and you can go ask some questions. All right, moving on. This one's a little more complicated, so kind of saving that one for the end. But anyways, your entire life path has given you your perspectives, and the entire life path of others has given them their perspectives. So I like to use this perspective when people are commenting specifically like hateful things, because I have to think, you know what, this person has done whatever life choices in their life. They've lived from birth to now, and whatever they've done before then has gotten them to this perspective. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. Sometimes it's obvious it's wrong, sometimes it's obvious it's right, but still, what you have done for your entire life, all of the experiences you've had, all of the activities you've done have shaped and molded you to have your perspectives today. And you just have to keep that in mind. Because you have to remember, the people who are spewing hate like a fountain, those people probably live some disappointing lives, and that's gotten them their perspective. Is it right? Is it wrong? Well, that's up to you to decide. But just, again, take that with a grain of salt, but understand just that's how you got there. That's how these people got there. And the last one, my friends, and that is carry a fixed blade, like 2023 Shedknives US Tonto, or just a fixed blade in general, because carrying a fixed blade, our ancestors, our cavemen ancestors, did not carry folders, at least from what I know. I don't believe they did. They carried fixed blades. They carried big blades. Now, sure, this is a folder. It's a cool big blade, but there's just something about fixed blades that when you carry them, it's like, oh my gosh, I have confidence. I feel good. I can conquer anything. And this one, I definitely get that with. It's simple. It doesn't stand out too much. So if you're new to fixed blades, this is a really good one. If you like bigger ones like I do, then the Tuatara, the sheep's foot, those are some really nice blades that are a little bit larger. I have more larger ones coming out for 2024. But anyways, carry a fixed blade. That's a really good way to help you connect with the outdoors, to better the knife community. Because when you see someone, at least for me, when I see someone carrying a fixed blade in public, law abiding, please just keep that in mind. When I see someone carrying a fixed blade, I'm like, you know what? That person is a knife enthusiast. They are probably an outdoor enthusiast. It's just nice to see in today's world. So carry a fixed blade, do your part. Let me know what you think about this video. I hope I gave you a few solid tips and solid suggestions for you to go now bring into the knife community, to now better the knife community in some way. Because there's two types of knife communities. You have the knife community, then you have the real knife community. Because I support the real one, and that's because we support each other. We are fun with other perspectives. If someone says, Jack, I think no one should own fixed blades. I think we should all own folders. And I say, you know what? I think we should all own fixed blades and no one should own folders, which is not true for me, at least. We can have a nice conversation about that. We might not change each other's opinions on that, but we can still have a nice conversation and we can still learn from each other. And that's what's important, because after that conversation, we're going to be like, you know what? I want to get outside now. That was a really nice conversation. Sure, he or she has a different perspective, but I learned something new. And if you can learn something new no matter what, that is always fantastic. That is always a win in my book. So now it is time for me to set you free. Go find a knife community, go talk to a friend, talk to a family member, get them outside, get yourself outside, get your phone, get your camera, take some photos, share it with your other people to let them know, hey, I'm outside doing some cool stuff. And for some reason, if you need a knife to do this, you can go to shedknives.com, like I said. But anyways, it is time for me to let you go into the wild, quite literally. So I'm going to end on this one. If you like knives, hit the subscribe button because I post daily knife content. Anyways, I believe that's it. Time to get to some knives. My name is Jack. I make knives, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.